watching the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series from Motoplex Speedway near Vernon, BC. This restart comes with 122 laps on the board, Billy.
The number 11 of John Gott received a VTEC Free Pass Award for the most recent caution. That makes 5 cars left on the lead lap, Adam.
And John Gott worked for that free pass. Of course, he's at the back of the field now because he'd get the free pass, not be able to work his way up. So 4 cars on the lead lap, battling at the front. Scott Steckley, just like the original start of the race, trying to find a hole to get to that inside groove.
Well, the bottom's still the fast way around, but Steckley starting to make the outside happen.
Well, sooner or later, that groove has to work. These cars are using the inside, the outside. It'll get some rubber on it. But how soon before we can expect to see someone pass on the outside?
Well, the car's still got to be exceptionally strong to pass on the outside. The bottom will grease up a little bit when you got a 300-lap race, but the top side's still a good place to be, only if you got a good working race car.
J.R. Fitzpatrick, we can see the first car 1 lap down. That's the place to be if you are lapped for that VTEC free pass. But that's a great battle for second between Steckley trying to hold off Dilly. He's still getting a good run off the bottom.
Steckley wiggled just a little bit off of turn 4 that time and allowed Dilly to get a little bit closer down to his door. They'll be side by side off of turn 2.
Both these drivers giving each other a lot of room on the racetrack. You can see a big separation inside to outside as we're on board with Thompson, and he got a huge run through the middle of turns 3 and 4.
Thompson was able to use the whole racetrack getting down into turn 3, and that allowed him to get right down to the bottom in the bumper of the 9 of Mark Dilly.
Thompson squeezes his way between Dilly and Scott Steckley, and now J.R. Fitzpatrick looks like he might want to make a move on Steckley and get a little bit closer to the front.
Well, Ted McAllister obviously made some chassis adjustments in that 84 because she's back up to full song.
This is the battle for 10th spot as Siebert and Joey McColm make contact. Nathan Wink right behind. He's on a different lap than these two.
Side by side in turn 2. Oh, a little action between the Western fellas there off of turn 2.
Boy, they're getting awfully aggressive, but still we're not seeing a ton of contact. Of course, last time out of turn 4 we did with Joey and Siebert. Here's John Gott. He's on the lead lap, looking to get past these lap cars and get up there and mingle with the top 5.
Well, John Gott is a veteran, and you know what? He knows how to conserve race cars. He really doesn't want to get involved with these characters right now. Just keep it on the lead lap and see what happens.
Jason Hathaway has gotten around Steckley. He's also gotten around J.R. Fitzpatrick. So now Hathaway in that free pass spot as we go on board the snap-on machine. Jason Hathaway running in 6th as Don Thompson had his hands full of steering wheel there.
Yeah, Don Thompson on corner entry got a whole pile of steering wheel, and we're under caution, the 50 of Joey McColm.
McColm comes back through the gears, so here we are on board with Pierre Bourque. Whoa, up close and personal with Joey McColm. Not a whole lot of contact there after the initial. Looks like everybody will be able to carry on.
Well, Joey was on the gas, and when Pierre just gave him a little love tap, around he went, and then he got into the left front corner as well. J.R. Fitzpatrick back on pit road.
Looked like a chassis adjustment being made to the right rear as Pierre Bourque. We've got the crew cam again. Sammy Putnam going to work double duty, working on 2 cars tonight.
While DJ Kennington prepares these cars for Pierre Bourque, and it makes sense that pit crew would pit it for him as well.
Pierre Bourque back on the racetrack. That looked like a wholesale adjustment going on to the Beauchamp car.
That was a lot of crank, wasn't it?
Getting ready for the restart. 142 laps on the board. DJ Kennington still in the driver's seat. Now it's Mark Dilly on the outside. Let's see if he can get anything done with the leader.
DJ Kennington up through the gearbox, trying to beat the 9 down into turn 1, and he does just that.
Heavy braking down into the first corner. Don Thompson Jr. going to fill the gap. Now he'll work on Dilly for the 2nd spot.
That 17 gets off the corners strong. The car is handling well, but that 4, Don Thompson Jr. got his groove on tonight, and he wants to get up and get the smell of that lead as well.
We see John Gott now able to race with the leaders on the lead lap. Jason Hathaway is also on the lead lap. He got the VTEC free pass. He's at the back of the pack running in 6th.
I hear John Gott picking that throttle up in the center of the corner, getting the car to turn. He's trying to get that spot away from the 22 of Scott Steckley.
Working hard down on the inside. Looking at the front rotors, this time it doesn't look like they're really glowing just yet. Probably a few laps in, they'll start to be cherry red.
It'll take 3 or 4 laps of heavy use, and they'll start to get up to temperature. Whoa, John got a whole lot of sideways up off of turn 4.
It didn't look look like it slowed him down that much. Still got a good run on Steckley as Scott's trying to close the door, but John Gaunt trying to complete the pass. Still can't do it out of turn 2, Billy.
Ron Beauchamp Jr., they made a big adjustment in that car in the pit stop, and now that thing's back up to full song once more as well.
He looks to be the lead car running a lap down right now. As we've seen when the yellows come, that's the place to be. But still side by side, DJ Kennington has to be loving this. He's driving away. Mark Dilley's up to second.
Well, he just wants this thing to go mean, clean, and green, because right now his car is working, and he just keeps We are halfway now.
Time for the Home Hardware halfway update. DJ Kennington, the only driver to lead this race tonight. Not a whole lot to talk about there.
No, just 2 cautions for 23 laps, and DJ Kennington put down the fastest lap, and that was on lap 4.
Whoa, Jason Hathaway with problems in the snap-on dodge. He's made significant contact with the outside wall on the back straightaway. Keeps it on the racetrack, but he's going to have to head to the pits. A lot of sparks.
Yeah, there's suspension and tire damage there for sure. Turn 2 will bite at this racetrack if you do not get up off the corner clean.
The yellow flag is out this time.
Let's go on board and get the replay. Here we are down into the corner. He's got the wheel turn. Bang, right there, the right front tire blew coming off the corner. He had no choice to punch her in the fence.
Pretty heavy contact as he rolls down onto pit road to get service on that snap-on machine.
Well, the crew goes to work to get it up off the ground so they get the jack underneath it. Seabird, he's in with a 69 as well. Don't go away. Kennington continues to lead here in Vernon.
Restart number 3 here at Motoplex Speedway near Vernon, BC. The A&W Crusin The Dub 300. DJ Kennington's led all 173 laps. Green flag about to come out, and they're battling down the front straightaway again.
Down into turn 1 side by side. DJ Kennington's going to get the measure of Mark Dilley once more. We now got 6 cars in the lead lap. Ron Beauchamp Jr. got the VTEC free pass that time by.
Thompson and Dilley made a little bit of contact down into turn 1 that time. That slid Dilley up the racetrack, allowing Thompson to run on the inside. He's going to try to clear him and keep up with Kennington as Scott Steckley and John Gaunt side by side for 4th.
You know, pit stops are great things, gives the crew. Whoa, we got one backwards. That's Joey McColm in the 50, backwards in turn 1.
That's a lot of Goodyear tire he left there on the speedway. A lot of rubber down on the pavement. He drives away from it once again, though, Billy.
No caution. I'll finish the thought. We're talking about the 21. The pit crew made some serious adjustments. Even though he's several laps down, that car is fast.
Well, he's got reason to be quick tonight. The people are here from A&W. This is his home turf. Jason White wants to show well.
Well, he sure does. You know, A&W Crusin The Dub, MS Society getting some dollars off their burgers. What a great night if he can keep that thing in one piece and haul the mail.
We're on board with John Gaunt. Fought his way back to the lead lap, running in the top 5. He's watching Jason White right now. If White opens the doors, you know John Gaunt will drive on through as well.
Oh, you betcha. Nothing better than sitting there letting somebody else kick the guy up a lane and you drive through. She's a freebie.
Don Thompson Jr. able to keep DJ Kennington in his sights right now. Dilley looking racy. Has a poke to the inside. Not quite far enough up on the Home Hardware Chevy.
Look at 84, that's J.R. Fitzpatrick. He's got that thing running really well. They made some adjustments. The car's starting to come to him. He's got a top 5 piece for sure.
3 wide on the front straightaway for a brief moment there. That's not the way to go. Neither is it on the backstretch. Hathaway down low, Fitzpatrick in the middle. Steckley up high. Somebody's got to give, Billy.
Oh, the 3 cars not seem to be too much affected after hitting the fence with that flat tire in turn 2. He's back up and he's competitive.
What a battle for the 7th spot. They're 1 lap down, but they both want to be the first car 1 lap down. Jason Hathaway in the 3, J.R. Fitzpatrick in the 84 as we go on board with Hathaway. What a great view.
Well, you got to remember, he's got fresh skins on that thing, so it will be a little quicker than other guys, but sooner or later, those tires will balance out. Oh, they even took a look for a second. I thought they were going to be 3 wide off of 2. Dilley down the bottom of the 4. Here comes the 21 on the bottom as well.
Who says the pick and roll is just used in basketball? These race car drivers do it at 100 miles an hour, Billy.
Absolutely. Sports are sports, man. You pick your spots and you take advantage.
Hathaway to the inside. They've been 3 wide. Oh, Jason White, that's more than a flat tire.
Oh, that's a broken tie rod or suspension piece on that car for sure. He's had contact with another car.
He did a nice job not to stuff that in the fence.
Well, his luck continues to be poor this year. He's a great guy. He's got nice equipment, always has a smile on his face, but bad luck seems to circle that 21.
Nobody behind him, but these guys going
Superman anytime at a short track.